And you're welcome back to Sister Sister on City FM and City TV. We're loving your comments, so keep them coming through. 054-998-6996. Right, we'll go into our message. Another message here says, "Good evening, Jess. I have a problem and I need your help. My husband and I got married in September 2018. Things were okay till he accused me of stealing fresh chicken from his fridge somewhere in July last year. He claimed that I gave it to my friend, but I swear that I didn't have any idea about his accusation. He was really confused, or I was really confused, and thought he was joking until he told me to swear on the Bible to prove my innocence. I told him to rather bring 2 eggs since that would produce results faster. He got furious, threw me out of the house. Presently, he seized all my belongings. I reported the issue to DOVSU, but nothing has been done to resolve the issue yet. I want him to divorce me, but I don't know how to go about it. Help." Claudia, would you want to jump in on this one? I'll give everybody about 3 minutes to finish.
Why do you want him to divorce you? The question should be, how should I divorce him? Unless you still have skin in the game and you still want to marry him. Because looking at the text that you sent, he says you've taken chicken from his fridge, not our fridge.
Right.
So the 2 shall be one. You people are not one. He still sees himself as a single individual, and he has taken over your things. Is it that he thinks that he bought all these items for you, so they are his property? And this actually speaks to the vulnerability that women are exposed to in our society, because out here, you call the police and the man would have been walked out of the house. But this man has the audacity and the boldness to put you in harm's way. So I'm asking you, why don't you want to divorce him? Unless you are still in love and you still want to work on the marriage, then you can dig deeper and see what your husband is going through. Maybe he's having a psychological problem, or there's a bigger issue that is affecting him, and then maybe you treat his psychiatric issues and see if he can still work on the marriage from then. But this is someone who doesn't see you, unless you use the wrong language when you said his fridge, because for me that's very indicative of the men, how you see yourself together. And then he threw you out of his house, and then he has taken over your things. So I want to assume he thinks because he bought those things for you, they are practically his stuff. So then I'm calling into question your economic, the money that you have to be on your own after you leave him. So I would have told you to seek legal help, but do you even have the financial means to seek legal help? That's something that is worrying me, because he took over your house and the only thing you could do was to go to DOVSU. Where is your family? How is your family intervening? Who is going to this man and telling him to stop doing the nonsense that he's doing? Because you're someone's child. So it initiates that divorce proceedings. But then I don't know how your family is taking this, because for me, this is the first thing that I would do. My father wouldn't really allow you to take over my. So your story speaks to a larger crack, maybe in your family. He knows you have no one, and so then he's able to take advantage of you. And that's even more reason why to leave him. So the first step is to seek legal help and see what the lawyers have to say. Then you can take it from there. But it all depends on if you can even afford this legal help. And from then you can decide if your family or friends can do fundraising or something for you. But this is not a healthy space. And the question shouldn't be, I want him to divorce me. You should be able to divorce him. You have that agency. Exercise it.
But maybe if, as you said, economically she's not.
The money,
really,
she doesn't have the money. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Ceci.
Me too. I'll start with the same question.
Tell
Why
me.
don't you want to divorce him,
divorce
but he should rather divorce you? Because I don't know. She says that I want him. I want him to divorce me. So that means she wants a divorce, but she doesn't want to be the one to initiate it. Yeah. Why? Because it looks like he doesn't want to do it. He wants to keep you there, like I said before, and do his nonsense. Because he realizes that maybe you are vulnerable, you don't have anywhere to go. Because if your first point of call is DOVSU, then that brings into question, like, what's up? What is your family there for?
Yeah.
Okay, unless maybe your dad is not around or something. But then at least
maybe he's actually living with them. Because remember, he kicked her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's kicked her out for about a year now.
1 year. Oh. That's too much. I think fine, unless you are looking to improve on the situation, which I think personally that there is more to this than meets the eye. I think he wants to get rid of you.
Sounds like.
And then he's using some formats. Because
fresh chicken.
Like where he sounds like he has reliable information, and I gave it to my friend. Like something so does not add up. Yeah, so weird.
Does he have cameras in the house? Like how is?
Yeah, how he knows that I gave it to my friend, or maybe like Charlie, I don't get it. It's weird and it doesn't make sense. So I think that he wants to use some other format to get rid of you, rather than to face what exactly the issue is. So if you want to broach the subject, fine, why not? But then for him to have kicked you out, put you in harm's way, seized your stuff, that's a bit extreme. I think he wants to get rid of you, but it has nothing to do with frozen chicken, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Rosina, you have the final word.
I'll say the same. It has nothing to do with frozen chicken. Charlie, you see, chicken, in a marriage, right? Ideally, traditionally, the kitchen is my space. Whether you bought the fridge or you bought the freezer or you bought the cooker, I'm just saying traditionally. I mean, how does he even know say some chicken is in the freezer that has gotten missing? And what effrontery to come and ask me where the chicken is? You ate it. No, seriously. I mean, as at now, I can't keep track of what exactly is in my freezer because I stockpile, right? So if he stood in front of me and said, my chicken in my freezer is missing. Nonsense. I'll just, and so it's food. That terminates into waste eventually. Seriously, I mean, your chicken in the freezer, and like I said, Lucy, the man has, maybe he's not able to get her to do anything. Look, let me be frank. It's possible that the man knew there was no chicken. The man created a chicken that got lost so that he could have something against her to do what he wanted to do, because she's probably a type of woman that he can't really get something over her to kick her out of his life. So he needed to create something. And the woman who steals from the husband, or a thief who is like a wife who is a thief, quote unquote, is like a serious thing. So if you're going around and say, hey, my wife used to steal from the house, can you imagine? Even chicken, she stole the chicken. They'll be like, why would this woman be stealing from you? Then she begins to look like a bad person. So he intentionally created that situation to stand on it, to kick her out, because he has ulterior motives. That's what I think. Now, even if you stole your chicken, the first point of contact is to either call a family meeting and tell the other side that your daughter has done this and this and this and this. But to proceed to kick her out, that's a second big flag for me. Number 3, she's been out for almost a year. And you have seized her things. Like Claudia said, he feels the right to seize her things because he feels like maybe I acquired it for you or I bought it for you. Now you've survived without him for a year. It makes divorce proceedings very easy. I think the reason why I think the woman wants him to initiate the divorce is that, I'm sure like we're all saying, the woman thinks there's more to it than the chicken. He wants to see the reasons that he is going to state in the divorce, the reason for, because when you want to get divorced, that's be a reason.
A petition.
So what reason is he going to put in there? I'm sure she wants some form of closure. Right. And that's why she wants him to file for divorce so that she can see whatever reasons the man put there, because it beats her imagination, that missing chicken. Because to tell me to swear that I've not taken chicken, koklo, 50 Ghana maximum. No, it's not even 50 Ghana. 50 Ghana maximum, fresh broiler, heavy. I mean, seriously. And for that reason, my dear, I think that you've stayed away for a man like this. I don't think you need closure from him. After staying away from 1 year, you have enough, you've separated enough, you go for your divorce. I mean, there are lawyers there who would, help you out. You don't have to pay so much. Okay. So just go and then just walk out.
Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, we're at the end. Time just flew past. But ladies, it's been good. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, to our sponsors as well. Vodafone, Together We Can. Lux for the soft, fragrant skin that you require. And Kel Kids Toothpaste, Happy Smiles. We'll be back same time next week.